Hi, my name's Angela Harrison and I'm the Branch Learning Coordinator at Solway Branch in Lilyhall, Cumbria. I've been a ULR now for 5 years and I first got involved in the greening issues when we first set up the Union Learning team at Lilyhall. I'm really passionate about greening issues. Basically, I think if we don't do something about things now, then our children aren't going to have a future. So that's why I first got involved.
What was the attitude of your employer to green issues before the PCS branch's initiative?
The attitude of the employer, it was quite positive from the offset really, because they already had an agreement with the government that they were going to try and reduce their carbon footprint by 10%. So they were quite positive, but by us being involved in the project, it's certainly made them more receptive and open to all of the suggestions and ideas that we've been developing.
So can you tell us a bit more about the project that you mentioned?
Yeah, the project was a TUC project. We were one of 7 government sites chosen to work on issues relating to greening in the workplace. Part of the project, what we put in place was that we formalised a committee which involved members of the senior management team and union learning reps and the green rep. So by doing this, it really formalised the process, and we had minutes from meetings and action points would be carried out, and just really formalised the whole process.
And has there been any changes within PCS membership or the branch as a result of things being escalated?
Well, the membership of the branch has stayed the same because we already have quite a high density of members with very few non-members. But what our biggest change really has been that the branch have added a green rep to our constitution. So that's now become a full position with facility time attached to it, and we've also had an interest from our members in wanting to become active green reps as well.
That's fantastic, that's really good news. And what would you say has been the easiest thing to implement?
The easiest thing that we've done in the workplace would be we had a No Car Day. It's a national event, National No Car Day. It's in September, around about the 17th, 18th of September. We did that a couple of years ago, and we basically encouraged all staff to not use their car. We are quite rural, so it was a little bit difficult for some people, but what we asked them to do was, if they really had to use their own car, then if they could bring along a passenger with them, and just as a bit of an incentive, anybody that either walked, cycled, used public transport or brought a passenger, they were all entered into a raffle, and there was a prize for the winner.
Fantastic. And what would you say has required the most work?
Recently we've been running a pilot to remove the plastic cups from the coffee machines. It has involved a lot of work, meetings with management, meetings with the drinks provider, and then we removed the cups for a month trial. There's a lot of opposition from the staff. Within the first hour there was a petition going around the workplace to bring them back. So there was quite a lot of work there.
And what would you say has given you the greatest sense of achievement to date?
I think the greatest sense of achievements probably come from the thing which created us the most work, which was the cups. Although there was a lot of work involved in it, seeing what it's actually done and that it's actually worked, and that we were able to turn around the hostility that we faced, negotiating with the staff who had the biggest concerns over the cups being removed. We also, to try and create a bit of staff engagement, we introduced a mug competition. So we asked staff to bring in their own mug, and there was a competition for who had the most original mug. So what we did was we photographed all of the mugs, and there was 94 entrants. We then finalised created 10 finalists, and then we asked all of the site to vote for their favourite mug. So there was about 60 votes. So it shows that we are getting the staff. The staff are interested, they're engaged with it. So, we are turning them around. The feedback from the vending supplier is that their profits have gone up because they're not using the cups. So I'm just going to do a full evaluation and case study on it, but it's very likely that will be removed on a full-time basis.
So PCS is using Lily Hall as a best practice case study, but is there any evidence that HMRC is doing the same amongst other sites?
Yeah, HMRC have a team of green reps which are throughout the country. They're a green rep network, and our sustainability plan has been used as a leading example for the other HMRC offices.
And is there union involvement in the Green Reps network?
Yeah, there is. The union reps tend to liaise with the green reps and try and get involved in meetings and the distribution lists that they have.
And what do you plan to do next at Lily Hall to continue greening the workplace?
What we're planning on doing next, but it may not be till next year now, is we're planning on trying to encourage staff to grow their own veg. So we're going to be holding some sessions in the workplace with some of the grow bags and try and encourage people to grow their own potatoes, and we're starting off with potatoes and then have our own little vegetable patch outside the office.
So what advice would you give to new green reps who are just starting out?
My advice to green reps would be don't give up, because you will meet barriers along the way. Stay positive, work with management, always keep them informed in everything that you're doing. And first and foremost, I think really celebrate your successes. If you have an initiative that really works and it's been a success, write up a case study on it. And get it out there. Other people can share in what you've done. It makes them easy to follow what's worked for you, and really make things fun. And you'll find that you'll get more engagement from people.